Someone was saying, "Isn't that the blues?" Well, I guess I got a little bluesy there, yeah. But the funk and the blues, honestly, uh, harmonically are all very much the same thing. Funk is a different kind of groove. Blues typically has that swing and shuffle to it, but they're both using dominant chords most of the time. So what I mean by that is, and happy Saturday, everyone. I'm actually here by myself. Brian and his whole family, they're under the weather, so he couldn't make it. But I'm here with you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, so funk and blues share harmonically the same elements. The groove, the feels are different, but you can have a blues that's funky, and you can have a funk that's bluesy. They're just kind of interrelated. Um, Looking at your comments there, thank you. So when I say dominant chords, in funk, you've got a dominant 7 chord like E7, A7, D7, but you usually add like another color in there, 2 specific colors, the 9 and the 13. And also in funk, there's open space, and in a funk groove, they call the pocket, every little part, let's say it's 2 guitars and the bass and the drums, they're each picking a little spot and sticking with it. So they're all playing off each other. So when funk guitar concept is not going to be, playing super busy chords. It depends on how many musicians there are. But yeah, the James Brown chord is where you want to start. And I did a video last week or it was a short, I think, on this. But anyway, I played a D9 chord. So the root is right here on the 5th fret A string, and then 4th fret D string, and then 5th fret G. So those 3 notes make up a D7 chord. But if you can flatten your ring finger across the 5th fret of the G, B, and high E with that chord, so I'm looking at it, the root's right there, you get that sound, and that's the James Brown chord or the 9 chord. If you take your pinky and add it to the high E string up a whole step from that shape, that's called the 13. So you have D9, and when you add your pinky here, it's D13. If I'm just playing the 3 strings here, that's D7. So a D9 chord is a D7 with a 9th added to it. And a D13 is a D7 with a 13 on top. So the first groove that I played in the intro there was a James Brown groove, and I think funk originates with James Brown, and even by that 9 chord being the James Brown chord. So with the right hand, I'm doing a little kind of drum beat paintbrush thing, right? I'm feeling it. If there's a drummer playing, you can play along with his hi-hat. Now with my left hand, I'm using the shape of that 9 chord, but I'm relaxing it so it's muted. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Really quick, tight little squeezes on that chord. My right hand's moving to the hi-hat of the drums, and then I squeeze down. So if you hear that da-da, da-da, I'm squeezing it. I hear it in my head, and I'm squeezing it just for those little da-da, da-da, okay? And what you get also a lot, especially with the James Brown, but then as it evolved, funk, soul, groove, and blues too, 2 guitars or guitars and keys, electric piano, or 2 guitars and organ, 2 guitars, keys, different combinations, there's usually like a little single note counterpoint line. What I mean is it's like a little, I was doing it, and they're notes from extensions from that D9 chord. So if I go up to the 7th fret of the D string, and then up a whole step from there, and then a half step, so that's on the D string 7, 9, and 10, that comes from the chords of D9, also the D Mixolydian scale. And, note-wise, you're getting the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. Right? But so if I combine, if I go... and then the other guitar is doing... when you combine them together, it's funky. Let's try it. All right, let me get my tempo down. Now I saw a comment in there. I'm getting tricky here with the coffee over the mic stand. Someone said the Car Wash, that song Car Wash. Now it's not just Car Wash, it's also the little car wash sound is the exact same little triad from Red House Hendrix. So let me show you how those connect together. I have a D7 shape. Up a whole step, it's E7 now. Half step, it's F7, G7, A7. Let's just do A7 right there. That same shape, I'll take the overdrive off and I'll do it for a D7, which is here, but up an octave would be all the way up here. That's just a still D7. If I slide into it and cut it off with that staccato sound, that's Average White Band and Car Wash, that sound that they would use there. So let's say if I went... here's that shape. Another little trope from that is this. So that's just, I'm hitting that root right here on the high E, 10th fret, and then the 13th fret B bent up to it in a quick stab like this. That was from Car Wash a lot too. And then here's that D7, and I'm just cutting it off. And then if I go to this just classic home row E root shape for D7, you have this kind of thing. You have the little, who did you think I was, John Mayer thing. You have Funk 49, and then Car Wash, all in that same spot. all based off of it all chord shape wise. It's bluesy, it's blues. It's not different. Let me do a minor thing and just show you two different parts that would go together. Funky Town. Should I take this whole live stream and give all the rights to whoever wrote Funky Town? All right, I got that. I'm going to redo that. But if that groove is Got That Funky Soul by James Brown, but for my nerds out there, that's the song that's playing when Tobey Maguire is like doing his dance routine and the whatever that Spider-Man 3 where he's like the bad guy and he's doing the dances that are all the memes. It's that. I'm going to try it one more time a little tighter. Let's see what happens. But then I'll show you how that works because it's funky guitar. I'll start with a drum beat. Let's see. So there was a bass line that I was playing on guitar, and the bass line was in D minor. So I was playing D, D, C, B flat, A, D, whole step, half step. So that's the first thing I did. But then I did this little piece that's I heard on that original song. I think it's electric piano, but it's this great little. If you just look at the top here, it's D minor. It's a D minor kind of progression. So if you have the D right here on the 10th fret high E, you also have the 10th of the B. So as far as D minor goes, that's the 5th and the root. Ooh, Star Wars. Okay, so back to the 5th and the root. But just a classic little, what's called the minor 7th, or the 7th, is on the 8th fret of the high E. So if you go, but I add that 5th below it, the 10th of the B, with, check it out. But then I have my root, the 10th of the high E with my pinky, and I go, and that's a great little class blues thing. So it's where 10th on the high E and 8th on the B, but then I'm hammering on and pulling off the 9th fret of the B with that little, and then I'm just grabbing across that D minor chord right here, like that. The other part is like a call and response. So it's going, one part's going ba-da, ba, ba-da, ba, ba-da, ba, ba. And then a single note line once again. So we have a chord part and a single note line. Ba-da, ba, ba-da, ba, ba-da, ba. The other part, ba-do-do-be-do-beep, ba. Ba-da, ba, ba-da, ba, ba-da. Ba-da, ba, ba-da, ba, ba. And so you combine those little things together. Now, if you have like your classic, all right, so I'll do that one more time. Now that I broke it down, you can see it one more time. I love it. Soloing and blocking spam at the same time. Soloing and blocking spam at the same time. 2022. We're in the future, people. We're in the future. Appreciate all the support, you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Well, let's see. What's the date today? Oh, so next Saturday's Christmas Eve. See what happens. I think I'll do a stream. I'm going to be here. We'll see. No shock. Good. Okay. Jay, Greg Levinson, Gumarcindo BR. Thank you. Thank you. Josh Norco. Thank you, sir. Wildlife Adventures with Vincent. Hiya. Ozzy Farrow. Thank you again. Daphne M. What's up? RBLXV Hyper Demo Team. Doug Nichols, Finn Dougherty, Red Apple, Janos Pearl. I love seeing a lot of the same names. It's always nice. Lou Alou, Pangas, cheers. Coyote Sniper, thank you. Martin Spooner, Nitin Kolar. Thank you, good old boy. Purple Pain YouTube. Purple Pain. Purple Pain. Kevin Hempstead, thank you. Richard Nat, Noel Larson, Willie HB Gaming, thank you so much. Hello in Wisconsin to you. Randy Freed, Lee Sire, Jeremy Pythastain. Sorry. I'm getting glasses soon. Theory JG Rudolph in Rio. Bob Allman. Tommy Ooms. Skinny B. Merry Christmas. Hivo Joe Rukavina. Blake No. Ted Fitzgerald. I think it was Ozzy said, what's the best guitar to play Prince on? I don't know. Maybe a Telecaster with a humbucker because he played that a lot. Mandy Tolan, Janos Pearl, Chris Gray. Thank you, Mandy Toland. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Wildlife Adventures with Vincent. Emrula Boyram. Donka in Germany. There we go. I can just get closer here. Justin Howell, thank you. Nitin Kolar. Yeah, purple guitar helps with Prince too. SRCM, Chris Gray, Keith Summers. Keith, I appreciate the support. Marty music is all I do. So if anyone wants to support me, it has to be through Marty music. But appreciate your support regardless. Aussie lads. Lisa Schwartz, my sister, I saw you there for a second. Your comments aren't there anymore, but I saw you. David Gordon says I look cool. Thank you. I feel cool. Janos Pearl again. Neil Vangwing, Sultans of Swing. Paul McAnally, hello. Appreciate it. Kurt Wise, Stephen Adele, happy Hanukkah. Polio Polin. Thank you. Thanks, guys. All right, that's it for the shout-outs. Oh, yeah, real quick, since I've got some people here. January 17th in Nashville, free event at the Gibson Garage around 3 o'clock. You can come up and jam with me, play with me, or learn something. That would be January 17th in Nashville, Tennessee at the Gibson Garage. And then Cinco de Mayo in New York City. Marty, me, with a full band, and Jamie Allensworth as a singer. Guitar giveaways, prizes, giveaways. That's going to be at the bitter end in New York City on Cinco de Mayo. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, once again, January 17th in Nashville with more info coming. Really appreciate your continued support. Josh Norco, hell yeah, brother. Thanks, guys. Oh, I wish I could read that Italian better. Buon Natale e Felice Anno Nuovo. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone. All my best. See you next